Great kid. Don't get cocky.
Moviegoers in 1977 were boggled with Star Wars. The film was not only a delightful adventure, it was a supercharged extravaganza of special effects. At least it looked that way to us. Creator George Lucas, though, it was a limping jalopy of a movie.
He's always felt a little bit embarrassed by the compromises that he had to make on the original films. Especially the first one was only about 50% of what he originally conceived of the film to be.
With the 20th anniversary of Star Wars approaching, Lucas and 20th Century Fox teamed up to give the film something of a tune-up and ended up giving it a complete overhaul.
When I went in, I was just going to change about 4 or 5 shots. And as it's turned out now, I think there's over 700 pieces of new negative in the film, out of about 1,200, so it's more than half the film. But a lot of them are just simply redoing wipes and fades and flop shots and things that people won't notice, but to make them cleaner.
That would be enough to make audiences happy, but Lucas went on to complete sequences cut out of the original, like this jaw-dropping appearance of Jabba the Hutt with Harrison Ford in the original film, and dozens upon dozens of new effect shots.
There's over 110 ILM shots that are new, and I expected to do 5. So you do one, and you say, oh, well, but we got to do this and this, but now I think it's the way it should be, and I'm happy with the whole thing.
Lucasfilm and Fox may be even happier in the near future. Star Wars and its sequels, The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, have all been given the digital treatment for release this spring. And for Lucas, it's a case of deja vu. When the original Star Wars was released, he expected it to make about $16 million instead of the hundreds of millions of dollars it eventually took at the box office.
Now there's this groundswell, just like there was the first time this all happened, and everybody's saying, oh, no, it's going to be giant, it's going to be giant. And you say, but that's not logical, really.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Logical or not, Hollywood insiders are now suggesting the re-released Star Wars trilogy could take in another $100 million at the box office with luck.
In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
The Force may well be with Star Wars again.
This will be a day long remembered.
Dennis Michael, CNN Entertainment News, Hollywood.
The special edition of the George Lucas film earned just under $36 million this weekend to easily claim the top spot at the box office. The success of the updated version is a tribute to good marketing, but also to the film's continued emotional impact. Dennis Michael looks at Star Wars, the cultural phenomenon.
Look at the size of that thing.
It could hardly help but be big. Even Red 2 was just acting surprised. Star Wars was once the biggest movie in history, still in the top 10, and no film in history has known more about moving fast. Some of the young audience attending Friday matinees at the Mann's Chinese Theater had memories that reached back to long ago in a galaxy far, far away.
It's a great movie. Enjoyed it all my life, I guess.
This is my costume from when I was 10 years old. When all the other girls wanted to be Princess Leia, I wanted to be Darth Vader.
I think it affected the way that we played, the games that we played, the toys that we used. It was just something you can't name it. It was so awesome.
The first time it was released theatrically, I saw it over 100 times.
Is that kind of dedication to Star Wars the dark side of the Force? Even Darth Vader was worried about that.
I thought it was unhealthy addiction at the time, but there are other things that could be much worse for you to be addicted to.
Don't be too proud of this technological terror you've constructed.
I was unprepared for the kind of camaraderie it creates in the theater. There's a communal spirit that exists, even amongst people who have never seen it before, because it invites the audience to cheer the heroes and hiss the villains.
In any case, the universe of Star Wars extends way beyond the 3 films. There are novels, there are comics. There's even a Santa Barbara rock band, Nerf Herders, that takes its name from a line of dialogue from The Empire Strikes Back. There are web pages by the hundreds and toys by the thousands that all connect up to the world of Star Wars. Even that world's creator finds his creation has gone beyond his control.
It's definitely grown beyond me. I'm not too involved in that other world out there. I even have to refer to the encyclopedias and the guides in order to know who's who and where everybody is. I know my little world. I know the one I created. But the one that's created in the comic books and the other novels and all that stuff is pretty much out there on its own.
The next 2 episodes of the original Star Wars trilogy are coming our way in the next few weeks, so the Force is going to be with us for a while yet. Dennis Michael.
Can't get out that way.
Looks like you managed to cut up our only escape route.
Maybe you'd like it back in your cell, Your Highness.